Alright everybody, I know it's late, but we're almost done. Landry, get down to the end, lift up that board, we're going to have to get up and start cutting. Heave! Alright, I'm right on top of it. Curvy, a little bit longer. Alright, right. Easy for you to say. What do you think they're going to be using these things for? Come back around the other side.
It's been a while since we had
almost there.
Coming from up
and
the coat.
We are through this side.
Oh, not going to be able to hoist an nail.
Landry, a little bit higher.
More than
right, we're going to
what? Alright, yeah, I'm pointing it up higher. Oh, come on, hurry. It's getting to be too heavy.
Alright, it's a little bit higher. Alright.
Right, yeah.
Now, we're almost in the last plank. If we can just get through.
We got it here, we'll get it.
Box the ends.
And the boys can take it and load it up on the cart.
Just a quick touch.
Alright, get in the cart.
Alright. Ready to start powering down.
Right, you take it. Quick.
Pull the lever.
Too heavy for me, I don't want you. Thank you. Alright, I'm on it, Landry.
Alright, it's coming. And almost there.
Alright, here it comes.
Alright, sluice closed. And now. Alright, Landry. Why don't you go and help the boys get that uploaded on the cart? At least to the door. I'm gonna go and brush up, meet you over on the front step. Come on out and meet me. We gotta head down. We're running out of time. It's almost 4 bells.
Alright, you two. You can take it from here. Finish up. Bring the car up to Uncle Johann, and then help him get it on up to the keep. You have to meet the gate commander. He'll be able to take the load from you from there. He ordered 14 planks. You're delivering 14. Everything's in order. Just get it up there on time.
Alright, Uncle Landry. We'll bring him down there. You, Kristen, go ahead. Grab the other end of the board. We got it. Oh, thanks, Landry. We'll see you there later. Oh, come on, Landry. You're taking all bloody day. Them doors are opening at the Dragonfly at 4 bells, and you know as well as I do the reeds and bandabouts are going to be making a line halfway to the glade. Now, come on! Give it a rest, Jory. You can boss me around all you're around the yard, but your puppy made you my supervisor. But we're not at the mill. I'll move at my pace and my choosing. Oh, well, forgive me, Lord Log Splitter, if I'm trying to make sure we can hoist a pint or two before we go through a dry spell. You know right well that the summer drought hit the barley and the hops fields bad. I was talking to Caelan Cantler the other day, and he says his pa's sending all their ale down to Alstone Keep because they're paying nearly 3 times what Bryn was paying, and with Bryn on walkabout not placing any orders, he's sending the whole lot of it there. What's in those barrels for the Dragonfly's basement? Yeah, that's all there is for the foreseeable future. Now, can we get a move on, my lord?
Bradley, children, come home for supper.
Oh, there's Elspeth Godley, calling them little brats again. I tell you, she should tie them up and let the dogs free. Yeah. I know, I'm not as dumb as you think I am. Everyone round knows how well messed up it is. Damn a keep with no dancing dragonfly. Even old man Golly up in the big house can't reckon a time Brim was gone this long. What's it been? 2 or 3 weeks? And right on Countess's coattails too. She done up and gone, but her guard's sticking around in a panic for that week after. And then Bryn? Them is boarding up the dragonfly. It's definitely not what I'd call a good omen. Dark times are coming. Mark my words. Can't argue that. Ask anybody, they'll tell you ain't been no damn keep without dragonfly slinging tails and serving ales. Unheard of. Come on, let's go. Come on. Oh. Yeah, well, you didn't see the look in Bryn's eyes when he was running out. I tell you, it's like there was 2 fires ready to burn me to ashes if I didn't move. Burn me to ashes, I tell you. He was fuming about something, and I'm telling you, that satchel he had on was clinking and jingling. I'm a band about if it wasn't full of sack of loot. Now he's gone 3 weeks, and the keg's all spent. Telling you, Joy, this is serious. Well, I can't argue that, neither. No brandy is going to get pretty grim to enter this winter with. It ain't going to lead to nothing good with them silver eagles and Dawn's marches, Massina's been lingering around time longer than the caravans. What about the caravans? Them keeps halfway between here and East Bumswick. Yeah, well, hopefully all them mercs will pack up and leave once the booze stops flowing. That at least will be a godsend. Don't get me wrong, having the marchers build their lights bastion camp off the road to the town for the lumber mill has been pretty good about keeping the brigands and the critters from the woods. But other than that, running into that creepy big lizard fella Gretch a few times over the summer, it's been pretty peaceful. It's really more when they run into those silver eagles that makes a problem. Get rid of the booze and they're going to start poking at each other, I'll tell you. Nah, a bunch of silver mercs walking into a bar. That ain't serving. Yeah, it's not going to be pretty, that's for sure. Oh, speaking of that green fella, been hearing people complain about that Gretch. Old Lady Godley was griping to Ma about him rooting through her silers and rooting cellars. You got it in for the green fella, she is. She says she can't make herself bigger and smaller because he's always looking different. Yon and Ma were talking after that, and they said that some small critters down near Beckett's Brook looks like Gretch. I don't know, but I see him all over the place. I ain't never seen more than just him. He gives me the willies. Oh, hey, it's the Godly kids. Hi, kids.
Hi, Mr. Landry. And hi, Mr. Jordan.
Oh, hi, kids. How you doing? Hey, you best get running back. I know I heard your mother yelling for you just a moment ago. Go, get your rear ends in gear.
Okay, we will.
All right, okay. Be safe, be careful. Watch out for that Gretch.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, kids. Well, those kids are okay. Even though they're godlies. I mean, they're going to grow up to be uptight little people, but, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, well, hopefully they go and find their mother pretty quick. Last thing we need is the godlies out running around, looking around, poking into things, trying to find their kids. It's kind of funny how they always seem to be so nosy in everybody's stuff at the same time they lose one of their brats. Well, Angie, look. It's Master Oleg. Looks like he's out there talking with Lorik. Wonder what they're making now. Tell you one thing, it's nice having the Smiths up and running their forge these days. Ever since they got that thing built this past winter, there's been a pretty steady flow of metalwork coming out of here. Not a bad thing either, considering how low the work is down since the Owlstone Keep facilities all started shutting down. It's been right difficult. I wonder how the Duke's handling it. Well, I know Johan was busy for quite a while trying to build that thing. You know how Uncle Johan gets. He won't sit still until the whole thing's completed. But yeah, he spent a good time and energy building the thing. He said Master Oleg was very particular about what he wanted. Yeah, something about making a foundry. That'll be nice. I know they were talking about how there was a close down of several places that made things to the south. And now I guess after the countesses run off was the temple.
No, Lord.
I guess
no.
people are just wanting to have the metal work done, but they ain't able to get it. Master Oleg seems pretty happy about it though.
Casting the mold after the action first.
Good day,
Good day, Master Oleg. Good day, Lorik. Mighty fine day. We're heading on down the Dragonfly. Bye.
That's insane. Yeah, when you pour the mold, it's going to be important.
Oh, will you look at the lake? I haven't seen it this low ever. I can't believe it. It's barely a mud puddle in the centre. It almost looks like a giant pit. It's been opened up out in front of the tavern. Kind of matches the tavern. Can you see it? Look at that. Oh, Jory, look at that. The entire chimney looks like it's caved down. Oh my God, there's no chimney. Oh, I bet it's bloody freezing in there. I thought I told you about that already. When the town crier came out, he was yelling it to everybody. The chimney's falling in at the tavern. Yeah, doesn't seem to be any kind of untoward type of behaviour from the supernatural forces. But it does seem to be that Mr. Bryn might have known a little something about the condition of his inn, and maybe that's why he beat it out of town. Either way, all I know, I ain't seen Bryn since that night. I don't think anybody else has either. What are we going to do? I mean, they're opening up this last barrel, but what are we going to do after that? I mean, I know that the Count sent a proclamation down, and he's going to be announcing soon, but I really don't... What is that? Do you see that? Oh, is that one of those carriages? Yeah, I think it is. It's in blue and green. Oh, coming in. I think... See that symbol? It looks like a bird. Over 3 spiders? What the... No, that's definitely... Oh, I think that is the one. That's the one that matches the proclamation seal. That must be His Eminence, His Holy See, I believe. Aye. That's the Count Amadeo Orsini. You better get it right, Landry. The nobles like you getting the titles. He ain't gonna take it too kindly if he hears that. Now, from what I understand, he's a highfalutin cleric. He's the personal seer of the King of Brabant. Rules Sasserine. You know, that's the place everybody goes with the money. And they got nothing else to do, and they go and they live like they're stuffed pigs. Get pampered like they're rich. Well, they are rich. But still, that ain't right. I don't know. It'd be nice to get a little comfort here, I suppose. But stand back, Landry. That cart's coming up pretty close here. That carriage is going to pull alongside and stop, and you're going to be right in the way. Now, mind your P's and Q's. We've got to be very stepping lightly here. Don't make eye contact and stay off to the side. This isn't going to be like dealing with the Baron or the Baroness Regent. They were kind of sort of from here. But this is very different. This is an outsider and a highfalutin holy one that's close to the king. So watch yourself. Looks like he's getting out. I think that is the Count. It's gotta be. He's wearing a fortune just on his shirt. Oh, must be nice. Stepping out of your cart, wearing your fancy shirts, telling people what to do. Makes me miss the Countess. At least she had the good sense to go chasing after her love, running away instead of being told what to do when it was stupid. Aye, maybe I should have run.
Hear ye, citizens of Damar Keep, loyal subjects of the Lion of Brayburn, King Markel Mariel, and distinguished visitors to the Cantaran lands. His Holiness Count Amadeo Sebastian Orsini, Count of Sasserine, chosen of Nania, the Holy See, and the spiritual advisor to the king, and now Lord Protector of Damar Keep, has privileged you with the grace of his presence. Know ye Cantaran justice, under the holy guidance of Nania. At this time it would be considered wise to show your fealty to His Holiness, the Count Orsini.
Oh,
Welcome, my
I don't
friend.
like this. Jory, he's looking right at me. Oh no, my feet. Looks like I stepped in some dog poo.
Oh no. I think he's Geordie. Geordie, I think he's coming right at us. The Count. Yes, the Count. I don't know, no.
Greetings, friends. By the grace of Nanya.
It is the wish of His Holiness that all who would wish to hear his words, please gather in the tavern. Please, if you will, move toward the tavern. We shall begin in a moment.
Come on, Landry. Let's try to get in there now before it gets too mobbed. I want to get a good seat. I want to be able to hear what the little man has to say.
Oh yeah, I'm right behind you there, Joey. Nothing I want to know more than what this little guy has to say. Something tells me he's going to use a lot of big and fancy words. So get ready to do some explaining.
His Majesty would be pleased. Thank you. Over here. I appreciate it, friend. Over here. By the grace of Nanya.
Silence! Prepared to be addressed by His Holiness. He wishes to speak.
How long you been here?
As you may know, I had arrived, most fortuitously, during your lovely Hallowtide celebration. This journey was with the purpose of investigating various issues and disappearances plaguing many residents of Daymar Keep. Though we will pause a moment to assess the many changes occurring, these investigations will continue as soon as possible. If you have any information regarding these vanishings, please send a courier to Daymar Keep, addressed to Sir Emerus, Knight Scholar of Law.
In regards to the previous rulership of Daymar Keep,
I am truly in awe when gazing over the hardy and resilient peoples of Daymar Keep. It is because of this that I have been honored by His Majesty King Mariel with the task of overseeing the future success of your lovely home. His Majesty has done us the great honor of inviting Daymar Keep into his home and making you all part of the great city of Brayburn, with all its privileges.
All its privileges, and all its taxes, and all its highfalutin people walking around here acting like they own the place, not acknowledging the fact that there's been 9 families here for generations.
On the topic of the king's business.
Regarding the escalation of local politics, Brianna Seabrook and Edric Temple are hereby wanted for their crimes against Kantara, including treason and dereliction of duty. There will be a reward for their live capture, currently totaling 500 silver. To be very clear, they must be alive if you wish to receive this reward.
All right, Sir Temple was an honorable man. No way he'd betrayed her. Per the order of King Markel Mariel, the former Countess Brianna Seabrook and the disgraced knight Sir Edric Temple have been found guilty of treason and dereliction of duty. There is a 500 silver mark reward for any that brings them in alive.
To act as the king's shield to the southern regions.
Another responsibility that has been graced upon me is to actively advise and guide the southern nobility of Kantara. It is important now more than ever to work closely and consciously, keeping the nation running like a well-lit forge. Urgently, we will be preparing to bolster our defenses on the southern border of Kantara, being sure to protect our trade routes between the metalworking communities. Along these lines, please be sure to spread the word regarding the bolstering of our own militia here in Daymar Keep. Brayburn offers excellent pay and benefits for all members of the militia. With increasing population and community growth, we will need Daymar Keep's finest signing up.
In regards to guilds and town officiates,
I wanted to personally address the issue of guilds, contracts, and town council. Firstly, Brayburn has a robust system of guilds and organizations. If any of you have interest in chartering a local chapter of any of these guilds, please construct a contract explaining the leaders, organization, and goals of your desired chapter, along with the signatures of all members. I will be sure that it makes its way to the proper guild. Common guilds, such as the Mages Guild, will have representatives present at the spring ritual. Being a part of a guild in Brayburn is a great commitment, and with this in mind, it is illegal to be a member of more than one guild.
on the subjects of trade and economics of the region,
in which we may make Daymar Keep a sustainable community. This will include robust trade, craftsmanship, and entertainment. In my home city of Sasserine, we utilize entertainment as our main source of economical success. However, Daymar Keep is not Sasserine, so please be assured that I will not force our way forward irresponsibly, and I will put the growth of your town in your own hands. Please consider my presence here as more of a leader and a guide, as opposed to a master.
Negations of all previous contracts.
All contracts not between the Crown or myself are no longer recognized in Daymar Keep. If you wish to renegotiate a contract, please draft your petition and send it in a courier to Sir Amaris.
On the honoring of houses.
For personal or familiar groups seeking to be recognized by the Crown, Brayburn's laws allow for the recognition of houses. The leader of the house, or the Thane, should draw up a charter, including their name and all names of its members. Being in a house is deeply symbolic, and therefore you may only be recognized within a single house.
On the order of celebration.
I, the Holy See of Kantara, hereby proclaim that the coming spring ritual of rebirth, renewal, and rejoice be known as a holy day. Due to the importance of this festival, it is demanded that the 9 families of Daymar Keep both attend and contribute goods and services to the success of the celebration, if they wish to continue to legally hold their lands that are now under Brayburn law.
on the establishment of a town council.
Elections for town council will be held at town meeting during the spring ritual. Please nominate yourself or another. Seconded nominations will be considered for a town council position. You may not be a leader of a guild or the Thane of a house if you wish to be selected for a position on town council.
And last but not least, a personal message directly from His Holiness.
And finally, I would like to offer my most sincere gratitude for those residents who have worked tirelessly to keep the dancing dragonfly up and running following the departure of its keeper. Unfortunately, this cycle of action and reaction is not sustainable. Therefore, until further notice, the dancing dragonfly is closed. The doors and windows of this fine establishment will be boarded up to preserve its remains.
Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. I can't believe it. Landry, you made the boards for this. That's what the order was for the keep this afternoon. Look it, there's the planks right there. By the gods, they're going to use our boards to cover over the doors to the dragonfly. By the gods,
Just ain't right.
I think you're right, Jory. Those are our boards.
By the grace of Nanya, I truly appreciate all of your time, and I bid you all a fantastic evening.
Clear the way! Make way for His Holiness! Clear space coming through! Move aside, step lively. Step aside, step aside. Make way, make way. Yes, I understand. Yes, it is quite wondrous. You are very perfect, yes. Make way! Ah, yes. Your Holiness, your coach. Fine people, we bid you adieu. Come on, lads, you grab your things. We need to get back to the lumber mill. They're going to be needing to know about this immediately. That ain't worth hitting around for just a single pint of that brandy. Got a bitter taste in my mouth already. I'm coming, Jory. Right behind you. Dark days. Dark days, I tell you. Oh, Bryn. Why'd you have to go and start all this? Alright, everybody. That's it. Last barrel's topped. Last pint's being poured out right now for a light. There you go, mate. Enjoy. Dragonfly is officially drawn. May God have mercy